Now I am. Now I'm coming through. Wondering why I wasn't? I was muted the whole time. I love that no matter what. No matter what way the channel goes down, the quality goes down with it. Try a whole new setup. Get this thing going. You gonna dial in, boys? Okay, we're dialed in. All right. Trying to get TikToks live feed. We're live on TikTok, but I'm not getting the chat. So we'll see what happens. Cause computer like to be stupid. All right, I guess that works. Whatever I can get is whatever I can get at this point. I guess that this ain't gonna work. All right. So be it. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. That podcast being sweet nostalgia. I know you guys are usually used to seeing two old boys here, but you're only getting one today. We were going to chat about Pokemon today, but since I couldn't get anybody in on the show or anything today, we're just gonna hang out. I didn't want to miss the show. We've only missed 3 shows now, I think, at this point in the game. We've been doing this for over a year now, and we've only missed 3 episodes. The third one being the one from last week. So the show must go on. So we're just gonna do an open mic night where we just kind of come out and hang out. A couple of things with the channel, little updates and everything until we get everything ironed out, I guess. So just come in, say hello, hang out with me while we do this, and be some cool people. Trying to make the TikTok camera a little bit bigger, since it's just me. I'm also coming off of my allergies. Harmony with the hello, Harmony. So bear with me with that. Bear with the sniffles and everything else that comes with it. But yeah, how's everybody's week going? How's everybody's weekend? We ready for the Halloween times? What's everybody going for Halloween, if you are at all? I have not am I like I'm like jittery. I'm like okay, whatever. I got something else to fix. I never even noticed that. Till I was looking over here. But I haven't. Last thing I dressed up as for Halloween. Trying to think. I really haven't done much. I think the last thing I did for Halloween, like dressing up wise, was either a pirate or a cat maid. Last week I was a zombie. Last week? Were you doing multiple, changing your outfit every week now? Multiple costumes? But yeah, no, the last thing I'm being Mrs. Lovett from Sweeney Todd. That's sick. I like that. That's super dope. Pirate or cat maid. Last week I was a zombie. Why were you a zombie last week? What were you doing last week, Annie? But I think the last time I put a costume on was for our first Halloween episode, I think. It was whenever we did that and I put on the ghost face mask. Other than that, I have not dressed up in a long, long time. I'm trying to think. I think I went I threw it together last second. I didn't know I was being forced to go to a pub crawl. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair, I guess. That's understandable. No, I think I went back in like 2018 or so. I went with a buddy of mine, like my cousin. Pub, not pube. Yeah, I didn't, jump on the opportunity like I probably should have with that, but it was there. It was 100% there. But man, allergies. If I could rip my sinuses out right now, I absolutely would. Like, I was kind of like ready to do a lot, like just like a live, like nothing against James. I was kind of like ready to kind of sit and do a chill live and just kind of like, because I knew it was just going to be me. But then like, bam, allergies just smacked me right in the face right before we got started. Like even worse. It's already been bad, but it just got worse right before we started. But as I was saying, yeah, I think I dressed up as like just a makeshift Kin Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Like I had the mask, and then I think I just threw on shorts and like a black shirt and called it a day. Painted my nails. Like I put on like gray shorts, a black torn up shirt that I think I'm pretty sure I like cut. The allergies have been kicking your ass. Like, yeah, no, they've been murdering me is what they've been doing. It's been terrible. But, and it just continued to get worse. I have freaking Mucinex on the table with me. I have Claritin in my wallet that I haven't taken because I'm terrified to take it. Threw together a really crappy makeshift Kin Kaneki and then left, got a couple bars of candy and then went home. I was 23 at the time, I'm pretty sure. 2018. How old was I in 2018? I'm 28 now. Do the math. I'm not going to. My allergies are too bad. But I'm excited to sit here and have a real chill night with you guys and just kind of talk. Do have a couple updates, I guess, of the channel that I'll probably get into and just kind of talk about and have fun with. As you can see, obviously James isn't here today because just with life stuff, everything like that, couldn't get over here. So, and then with this current living situations and situations in general and everything, we're just kind of playing around with how the show is going to go with everything, and then recording. We're just kind of we're figuring it out. So you guys will still continue to have another like week's worth of content from us and everything. We're just currently figuring stuff back out again, and just kind of going from there. So that's a big update on that. This Friday, though, a little bit with the content, keep your eyes open. We have a fun little new tier list coming out Friday that I'm pretty excited about. And I know a couple of you in the chat are going to be pretty excited to be a part of and, complain about. Trying to situate that. gotta catch my breath just from talking with how plugged up. I think that's like the worst part of the allergies. Like I can deal with like the being tired and feeling like crap and everything. It's literally the like inability to breathe part that is bothering me the most. Having just like all of this right here be just obsolete. Like my entire sinuses and ability to breathe is just obsolete at this point. Out of my nose. I am a glorified mouth breather at this point in time, and I can't do it no more. I cannot. But yeah, so content is still coming out like it's going to. So expect videos throughout the week and everything. I posted a late one last night because I had it done, ready to go. I just never posted it. I forgot because like I literally edited it, got it ready, and then moved on to another video. Started editing it, got it done, and then went on to another one, got it done, and then I uploaded all. I uploaded that one, came out that night, uploaded the next one for tomorrow, and then another one for the next day, and that's where we're at. No apologies, no nothing. A dude's busy, so I forgot. So apologize. So I don't know what you want me to do. What was I gonna get? I know some people were excited to talk about Pokemon today. I know there's quite a few people, a couple people that actually life is lifing, and it is whatever. It's something. I know a couple people were excited to jump on Pokemon and talk about Pokemon today. I was fully ready to do that. But like I said, without James here or getting other people into it, just talking about Pokemon itself for me, was just going to be hard. I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm not like a diehard fan or know it quite as well as like what James does or anybody else that was trying to get into the call and, conversate about it. So I figured it would just probably be better if I just got on here just to give you guys the show like what we do each week, but then also at the same time probably just talk about whatever I feel like talking about. So expect it to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but yeah, that's about it on that front. We're still playing Dead Space and Simpsons Hit and Run. So if you're being a fan of that, they've been doing super well actually. Simpsons Hit and Run episode, one of them just hit for like almost 500 views. So for us, it's like and loving that. Been getting a lot of support in the Simpsons Hit and Run videos here lately. You guys need to start sharing those Dead Space episodes around, get some love on that, because James has been super excited about playing that. I've been excited watching James get the shit scared out of him, and I wanted to play a couple more like one-off games because it's like we're putting all of our time into that, because I want to play like Slender Man, like all the old classics. So like a Slender Man game, or I wanted to play so much stuff for October, for the spooky time. So we might have to pull some more of that into November and everything. And then December, I want to play a lot of like Christmas games and everything, because your boy loves Christmas. That's his favorite time of the year. So I'm super, super excited about that, and want to do a bunch of that stuff. But if you guys have any other horror games you'd like to see, definitely let me know, because we're trying to fit in as much horror stuff, and watching James get the shit scared out of him is always good and fun, and I know you guys will enjoy that too, because as you can see, if you're somebody that's been watching the Dead Space episodes there, we need to play Devour again. Yes, we do. I'm glad you brought that up, because I've been wanting to play that again. So I'll put in the chat right now that we need to play that. makeshift at pickle at Annie wants to play Devour again. No, it was super fun, and I really want to play some more of it because like it actually like there was a moment there where the little spider lady actually scared the shit out of me for a second because she is unsettling to look at. She's a lot scarier to look at than the girl at the farm or even the clown or whatever, because like it's so fast and she jumps up at you and just that pulled back, face and everything. That was genuinely good. And what I liked about that one, I feel like the end one is going to be a lot harder than the farm and everything, because you just have to go look for all that shit. I'll say the clown one, that one was beating our ass for sure. That one was not fun. That one was difficile. But I want to play through. I want to play through all of them. I want to go through and I want us to beat every haunt or whatever you want to call it. I just want to play more spooky games with y'all while we still have the spooky times. Like I want to jump into Phasmophobia because I know it just released a new map, and jump into really whatever that we can get our hands on to. I don't own it, but I want to play that Demonologist game, the more like realistic Phasmophobia. I want to give that a go. I just realized I just kind of left a blanket on the bed back there, and I don't usually like doing that. I usually like to keep everything pretty neat and tidy while we get on the show, but I just have like my suitcase that has all my electronics in it and then a blanket. So I'm going to move that because that bothers the hell out of me. We'll just put it down there. Because to you guys, it's nice and clean, but, yeah. I was going to say, get some F's in the chat. Make sure you spam James on why he couldn't be here and tell him that he's fired, and making me do the show by myself. He didn't make me do it by myself. I just said I would. But I asked him to make sure because I didn't want him to feel like I was moving on without him. But what's going to be nice about doing the show without him is not being interrupted as much. So I'm actually going to be able to speak my mind whenever I have stuff to say. So that's, how dare you leave a blanket in the background? You're so No, that's how I feel. That's genuinely how I feel whenever anything gets like left behind, or I'm trying to get resituated. But yeah, anytime anything gets left in the background, that's 100% how I feel. That we're just super messy, and everybody's gonna think that I'm super messy. So I try not to do that. Trying to make sure that everything is spick and span, because also for the people that know me as well, I am a very clean person in my day-to-day, so it bothers the holy hell out of me that I don't have a clean space. Like literally like I have like a shirt or like a towel on the floor. I think messy is the last thing you are. Yeah, exactly. But you know me personally. Yeah, I have like a shirt or a towel on the floor. I'm like, yeah, it's a mess. Everything's a mess. And I need to burn my house down or whatever. Like, it's like my desk right now. I just have I have a controller just sitting on there, my Switch, a TV remote, and a sleeve of crackers. And I'm like, my desk is a mess. It is terrible. I need to break my desk and start over new because I'm a giant pig. I cannot stand messes. Don't like it. Bothers the hell out of me. It actually puts me in like a really crappy mood, I'm one of those kind of people. Like if my house is a mess or see, there I go sniffling again. If my space is anything but tidy, it puts me in a horrible mood. I will be depressed. I will be angry, and I can't do it. Like I am one of those people. I'm not like one. Like I'm trying to find the best way to like describe it. I mean, obviously like OCD, but like it just, everything has a spot, everything has a place. It needs to be in that place, and if it's not, then got to get a new house. Got to get a new place to live. Need you to come clean my house. My horse of a dog is a mess himself. Oh yeah. No, I've been genuinely thinking about it. Man, I hate talking because like I feel like I'm talking like SpongeBob because my nose is so clogged up. Like I've genuinely thought about it, like spending the money and getting all the cleaning products and everything that I need for it, and like starting a legitimate like cleaning company. Is this coming out? Man, so I got the little squish ball. It had Grinch on it, by the way, because I love Christmas. And the stuff came out of it. Well, I mean, the Grinch stuff came off of it within like 30 minutes of having the damn thing. And then squeezing it, the little like white goop stuff started coming out of it. And I tried putting, like I just did it earlier, put like Loctite on it to try to cover it. And it's not working. It's just tearing more. And I'm very upset about it. You can borrow my cat maid outfit. Hey, wouldn't be the first time I put a maid outfit on. Find my old Facebook and you'll know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't know if that picture's on there. Annie, I'll send you the picture of me in a maid's outfit. Cause I got one. I have one. But, because I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it's like, I think like just the tism activated in me. You know what I mean? And I am just super, I need to see this. Yep, I do in fact have one. Just let me know your rates. I'll supply the cleaning supplies, and he's got the maid outfit. I mean, hey man, we can jump into business together. Averill and I, a good buddy that's been on the show. Well, he was in the toy episode, and he's been, Annie, you know him as Tofu. Played with him. Him and I we're both gingers. We always talked about starting up our own moving company, 2 gingers in a truck or something like that. And that's been a running joke for years now. So I definitely have to start something like that. But yeah, we can all go into business together. You guys supply the stuff, I'll do the cleaning, and we'll make millions. So sounds like a plan to me. But yeah, I'll have to find that photo and send it to you because I know it's somewhere. It's rather like, I don't know if it's on my old. I'm not a ginger, but I have red hair. There you go. Deal. Yep, there we go. It's like sharks. We can make it work. Yeah, I'll pull up Excel or whatever and start crunching the numbers together, and we'll figure out rates and everything. But no, but genuinely though, I decided to crack open the old mic, the one that James has been using when we've done these stuff remotely. And I forget how much more power this mic needs. So it is a lot more sensitive than the other one. So I can hear myself like peaking and like getting real loud. So I apologize for that. But, same, we can make it work. But yeah, no, that has been something that's popped in my head because I actually genuinely enjoy cleaning. I think it's super fun, and there's something very therapeutic about it. I think the only part of cleaning I do not like, I don't like doing dishes. And I think that goes for everybody. Doing dishes is absolutely terrible.
Real hair, but not a ginger. Red hair. I read that as real. Red hair, but not a ginger. Dishes are the worst. Yeah, you guys are a couple posers out here. Fake gingers. And also, I would appreciate it if you guys would soften that R you guys are using. That's our word, and I would ask for you to respect that. No. But yeah, no, dishes are the absolute worst. I can't stand doing them. It's just something about I have been a full-on fake ginger. Yeah. I've been a real one all my life. So, I'm soulless, genuinely. No faking here. It's all natural. All these freckles and stuff, or whatever the joke is. It's because I'm jealous. Well, get in line. But yeah, no, doing dishes, it's just the grummy food, man. And I understand that there's like ways to stop it. I mean, because like that's, you wash your plate off or clean your plate off before you set it aside. Don't let it, whatever. That's fine. And as long as you take care of it, things like that. But like, I'm saying, like, if I were to start a cleaning business and start doing that, not everybody's like that, and not everybody is going to properly clean all their dishes off, And so if I'm going to create this cat-made ginger cat, cleaning business or whatever, tabby, like, what are ginger cats? Are they just ginger cats, or is it tabby? What is it? What is that? I don't know. I don't know my cats. I was going to make a joke using the P word, but TikTok don't like that word, so I'm not going to. Orange tabby. Okay, yeah. I didn't know. Is a tabby cat a, like, group of cat? Or is that just an orange? Like, or like tabby cats notoriously orange, or is that just a variation of a tabby? Because I know you have like your tuxedo cats are usually like your black and white ones. Tabbies are the cats that have stripes. Okay, so a tabby cat can be any color. They're usually brown or black, brown and black. Okay. So my nose, man. So Garfield is a tabby cat because he's striped and orange. At Bags again, I'll BBL maybe. At Bags again, I'll BBL maybe depends on how fast we lose. Yes, Garfield is a tabby. What you got? Annie, did you get a BBL? Is that what you're saying? No, you're. Be back later. Okay, I thought you got a BBL. I was like, well, congrats. More about finding your inner beauty and stuff like that. But whatever helps you, and hopefully sitting down isn't terrible for you. My condolences to your rear end. But, man, this nose stuff. I don't know, rip my nose off. I've never had to sit here. I feel like a fat fuck because I'm sitting here talking and then I have to take a deep breath because like I'm just losing oxygen as I talk because I can't properly breathe through my nose at this moment. But yeah. That is something I've genuinely wanted to do because I do enjoy cleaning. I find something very therapeutic of cleaning. Because having that clean space is it's very good for you and, your mental health, I think. I'm somebody that's like a very big advocate of like taking care of your space, and taking care of your space will really like help you in the long run and help you, get a lot of certain things done. Because like I remember a couple years ago, my cousin had some issues of like self-motivation and everything. Back to the Orange Maid boy cleaning service. I got supplies and the dishes. I hate dishes, but as long as I turn on something entertaining to watch, I got some gloves. Got some gloves. Yeah, no, gloves are a big thing for me too. Just in cleaning in general, or doing really, because like it's like back to being a kid and wearing gloves. It just kind of makes you feel invincible. You know what I mean? Having that protection. It's just like, I'm good. I can clean anything. I can do whatever because I have this protective layer on. You feel a lot more confident. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel with like cleaning. Like I will clean almost anything as long as I have gloves on. Gloves make it or break it. If I'm cleaning something dirty or whatever, like cleaning up around like some kind of filthy area, I don't even know, like a barn or whatever. Cleaning requires gloves, especially dishes in bathrooms. Yeah, because like never mind like, the chemicals and stuff like that. I mean, well, never mind just how dirty those are, bathrooms and dishes and stuff like that. The chemicals used to clean them, like you just don't want those on your skin. You know what I mean? Those are terrible for your skin. Do not recommend getting any of that. Do not recommend getting any of that on your skin by any means. But yeah, no, it really kind of changes your perspective of cleaning whenever you got all that going on. You feel like you can kind of get more in the grits. I don't know why I didn't come over here, or if it's just taking a minute. I have gotten hives from cleaning products. It's not fun. I've knock on freaking wood. Never gotten hives that I know of. Never necessarily had an allergic reaction to really anything. I did, like, got some, like, TikTok shop, like, clothes, and they kind of, I reacted a little bit differently to that. I just started getting, like, spots on, like, my shoulders and shit like that, but it wasn't like hives or nothing. It was literally just, like acne. Like I was getting like acne from the whatever forever chemicals that are on TikTok clothes, because I saw something coming out like around that time too that I bought it, that there was like shirts that were giving people like butt cancer or something like that for wearing them. So I don't know. TikTok shop has wild stuff on it anyway, and who knows what kind of material and chemicals and stuff that are on the shirts and everything. But yeah, with the cleaning thing, yeah, because like it's one of those things. It's such an easy gig to get into, like especially like for like a self-made job, because like everybody that does not want to clean. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that do not like cleaning, that don't enjoy it, don't want to do it themselves and everything, and like I know a handful off the rip, and so it'd be such a easy startup job, because also getting like the materials isn't that expensive. Getting the gloves, the sprays, and all that. You just get all like your basic shit. Your Fabuloso or Dawn, your whatever, your bald guy eraser. I like cleaning, but I never have time. Yeah, see, exactly too. And there's like some people that don't have the time to clean, so it's just like, what's your excuse to not make money at that point? And especially like if you do stuff in like a small town, it's pretty easy to kind of get that. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what word I'm talking about. Basically, being in a small town, everybody knows you and everything. Reputation. You get like a good reputation or whatever with your town, doing that, and just working with the same people over and over and over again, going to like busier neighborhoods, going to more richer neighborhoods with bigger houses and shit like that. And there's just no there's just no excuse to not be making some kind of money on the side. You know what I mean? Like, really try. It would be nice just to have someone come clean so I don't have to worry about it. Well, let me get my rates going and let me talk to my secretary and maybe we can hash something out. I'll let you know my going rate. I will have my people talk to your people, and I will, if you see a random man in a maid's outfit smoking a cigarette in your front yard, you know your house is about to get clean. But yeah, no, that would be like the fun thing too, to get like a little, like a stick going with it. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like, in all seriousness, I wouldn't genuinely show up as a man in a maid's outfit, which I'm sure some people would get a kick out of and some people would enjoy. My nose, man. But you know, I'm not that kind of guy. I'll do it as a joke, but I have a little bit more integrity than that. A little bit more. So I don't think I would clean like that. Or at least put up a billboard, you know, like that. But man, now I'm really thinking about it. I might have to do it. Sweet nostalgia cleaning. Do we just start? I'll start taking everybody on a little ride with me to wherever I go, and I'll just post them. Do like those typical. I require maid's outfit, so that's gonna be extra. That's what we'll do. It's if you want the outfit, it's gonna be extra. But now that we're talking about, I'm gonna do it. Actually, I think I'm gonna buy all the stuff and do that. I think it'll be good. I'll happily pay. Well, there we go. Got our first maid outfit sell today. So see, it's that easy, people. Jump on TikTok live or Facebook or anywhere live. Fuck it, we're doing it live, and just tell them that you'll clean their house in a maid's outfit. It's just that easy, boys. If they can do it, we can do it. We can sell our bodies too. No. My eyes itch. That's another thing about allergies, man. The itchiness. Eyes itching. Nose itching. Throat itching. My allergies have never in my entire life been this. I can send you some cleaning products that I use that are amazing. Yeah, I mean, genuinely, yeah, send them my way. Because like I am 100% thinking about it. And it might be like a good little side thing I can do for my drug money. It's a joke. TikTok, YouTube. I do not do drugs. I do not condone drugs. I hate taking Tylenol. I hate taking Mucinex. Because there's times that like how much I don't take this. That like, you know, like the amount of like alcohol or whatever that's in there. It makes me feel like crap. Like, because I feel like I'm like, whoa. Because I don't take medication enough. Peach Fabuloso is the best, just so you know. Hell yeah. I will. Yeah, because I think you were the one that was telling me about Fabuloso, weren't you? And how good it was. I hope this music is copyright free. I hope it genuinely is, because I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've hit like a playlist of like whenever we first started the show. It was like, oh, free, copyright free lo-fi beats or whatever, and then, you know, we post the podcast and it's like, oh, copyright. It's not like a strike or anything, but it's like, it's still something that I have to like go through and like appeal, and whole process. Trying to create content is so annoying, because I'll say like I posted a TikTok. See if I can bring it up. I posted a TikTok on the channel, right? All right, can I? Why is it not bringing it up? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Who do this? Who does do that? Well, no, it screws it for people on TikTok. But yeah, I made a TikTok. This one of James getting scared. Does it not have audio? This is James getting,
This is
you
where
know,
this is where you got
Oh,
the front
yeah,
end
yeah.
cut.
nothing happens in it.
I think you're heading
Not a
back
single
to
damn
where you
thing.
were to get out there where you originally.
That's it. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I will not allow that anymore.
I thought I heard somebody coming in the door.
Dude genuinely scared the hell out of me. You said, what?
Just that. That's all it was. And it got flagged. It got age restricted for violence and gore. Excuse me. There goes the allergies. But then, like, I was sitting there going, I was like, what are you talking about? I've gone through TikTok before. And I've watched, like, full ass, like, body cams of people getting, like, shot and stuff. And they're there. Or I've posted stuff on this channel, like, through, or, like, Walking Dead stuff, where, like, people, like, zombies are getting shot and everything. Or, you know, I've posted everything. Bless you. Thank you. TikTok will get you for literally anything. Yeah, I know. And it's kind of ridiculous. And, you know, TikTok, Daddy Talk, if you're watching, stop flagging the shit for no reason. Because I mean, there's stuff that I've like where there is blood and gore, and it doesn't even get flagged. I'm pretty sure this got flagged for violence.
That cinematic scene for you. Check that shit out.
Which I mean, I guess there is like explosions and stuff.
How'd you like
Me
that?
taking a violent poop. But it got flagged for violence and, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to check if I can check my analytics without showing you guys, like, going into like that stuff. Because I know something else got hit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I tried to be the most transparent content creator and just talk about exactly like what's going on, because like there's so many times there's a trend you could do that would be funny, because all of the stuff you and James say, I'll find a video and send it to you. For sure. Yeah, no, I want us to do more stuff. I think it could boost the views. I want to do more stuff. You know what I mean? And how do I do it? There's a way that you can like check your content and like see what's good, and, you know, or whatever, like what videos are like flagged or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it. Or at least I don't know how to do it on here, on the website. I know how to do it everywhere else, i.e. the app. Yeah, everything else says that it's fine. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. Everything's weird. The key is going viral on the app and is short, funny, and stupid. I went viral for the stupidest video ever posted, but hey, whatever works. I know, yeah, that's like one of the things that like frustrates me a little bit with like new age content creation is and that's just, you know, most, and I mean a lot of a lot of content creators will tell you the same thing. It's just so frustrating. And it's so wild that we're in such an age where the way to get big is just short, stupid stuff, quick 2-second things, and then bam, you're now sitting shoulder to shoulder with, billionaires and stuff like that. Like, well, I mean, because like, and nothing against Homegirl, but like the Haktua girl, for example, great. I don't mind her. I have no issue. Absolutely no issue with her. Sorry, allergies. Absolutely no issues with her. I stopped trying to make content on TikTok that I actually cared about because nothing came of it. Yeah, no, that is like a struggling thing with like content creation is like you have those moments and just that slow investment in return. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things of like it takes a hot minute for anything to really kind of start coming out of it. Because like we've been doing this for a year now, and we're not even like halfway to 300 subscribers. We're at 217 right now, and it's one of those things that it's a slow burn, and you're gonna get stuff that does like super well, you're gonna get stuff that's super bad, because like hell, like I said, we had a video that we like one of our recent Simpsons Hit and Run videos, like 400, almost 500 views, and then every other one is like 80, maybe 80, 40. Well, hell, we just had one that just came out yesterday, barely has anything going on in it. You know what I mean? And like that's just me being open about our our stuff. Yeah, 416 versus the one previously to that was 96, and then the two that came after like 9 and 3. And then everything before that is like up to 30. 30 is about the average, I think, is what I'll say. And which, we're an up and coming channel. We're still extremely small in the in the eyes of YouTube and everything. And we're still trying, just finding that niche and everything. But like I was saying, it's just crazy that somebody can literally just get on the internet and say Haktua, spit on that thing, and then now she's worth like she was just a regular ass lady, like 48 hours before that, and then in the span of a week to a month she is making hundreds of thousands of dollars and have brand deals and on TV, movies. I'm pretty sure she's like in like a TV show or something. And it's a little wild too as like a content creator of like the people, and it's not shitting on anybody really, I'm not trying to, but like that people can just post something so ridiculous like that and gain all this traction and and just blow up off of something so ridiculous. And then you got people out here that are trying to genuinely make content or come up with stuff and create stuff, and just kind of gets put on the back burner because it's not something that just immediately hits, and or it's not a 2-second long thing that stimulates their brain to make them and that's something where we're like as like content creators, or as a content creator, I'm trying to just whatever, and just keep making, because like I will say, like it definitely hits sometimes where I'm just like, what's the point? What's the point, brother? Like nothing's hitting, nothing's going well, but I'm like, we have our group, we have our people that come and watch our stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just something that's going to take a while because, and I think a lot of it too is, it could hurt your feelings. Oh, I've been on TikTok for like 8 years now. So I have, 12.6k followers and 1.3 million likes, which is a lot. But like, damn, someone random can come off the street and be famous. Damn, creating content can be fun, but it can hurt your feelings sometimes. Yeah, that's the hard part about creating content, is definitely like the feelings part. People hurting your feelings and coming on there. YouTube comments in general. Because I mean, we all have our insecurities. We all have our stuff that bothers us and everything. And I'm waiting for the comments that hit me in mine, you know, at some point, especially like when we start getting like a little bit more traction than what we have. Don't mind me now. I look like shit because I have bad allergies. So, you know, whatever. Dude, my nose. I'm gonna rip my nose off in my entire sinuses. It's one of those things that we just keep trying to create and keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, the comments will get you for sure. I've gotten quite a few. Yeah. So I just try to focus on creating, and I just try to focus on TikTok is being weird. Mega weird. I just try to focus on doing what we do and what we like to do, and I'm trying to create new stuff, and you know, and wherever like the channel like leads us per se, you know, like whatever we decide to do or whatever direction that we decide to go, or if we decide to like ever like rebrand or something or do something, you know, different, because you know those are possibilities, you know, that maybe somewhere down the line, James and I will, you know, rebrand. Fuzzies with hiya, how we doing? You know, so if I'm messing around with stuff, so like if we were to decide to like rebrand, you know, it's just something that we just gotta figure out and, you know, see what we want to do and what will work for us, and that's just kind of where we're at right now with that. Long time no see indeed. But so we're just kind of, you know, playing around with what we want to do, you know, and I think so far, you know, I think we're still in a good area, I think, when it comes to content and like what we're doing, and our overall TikTok. What are you doing, man? You look fuzzy on there. Like our overall niche, I guess. I feel like we're still in a good spot. We're just kind of trying to figure out what works best and trying to think of like new type of content, I guess, to create. Because like there's like a video I wanted to do, and it's kind of getting a little late to do it, but I mean, I guess I could probably get it done. I've been talking about, long time no see. How you been? How you been doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Glad to see you back in the chat. But I wanted to go do a around town kind of vlog, kind of this is where I grew up kind of thing, and have James go along and do it with me. Because I also have a friend that, you know, I think I talked about it, graduated from film school, and have her come out and help me out. And, you know, she has a camera and, you know, work her videography chops and work my editing chops, you know, try some new stuff, and, you know, just an all around like project. I think a big thing that I want to do, I really just kind of want to like start fresh, and like not like obviously not like erase the channel, not do anything like that, but just like take another hiatus at some point in time, just to rekindle everything, get content created for fuck's sakes away, you know what I mean? Just to kind of get everything back in line.
like how we had it like when we first started. Because when we first started, we had content created for like weeks to like even like a month ahead, to where that allowed us to have more time to create different content and try different things and do stuff and learn stuff. Like, well, now we're kind of on this, edit, upload basis a little bit, which I try to take ourselves out of. I think it's just because like we're trying a different way of doing things, which certain games, if you've been watching any of the content, we're not showing our camera on certain games and then showing it on others. But we're just that's where like we would really like to hear from you guys, like what you would like to see or other type of content outside of gaming. Because like because at this point in time, we're kind of just a gaming channel with a weekly podcast. So I really want to do something different with it, but within the same niche, our niche of nostalgia and everything. I think we talked about that a little bit on like the last open mic or whatever podcast. Is that we want to do something different. At least like I extremely do. And I'm pretty sure James feels the same way, because I love creating content. I love making videos, and this is a huge dream of mine. And to see it going the way that it currently is, and it's going decent. And it's going decent because we've unlocked a couple doors and we have a couple things going on, which is some stuff I was about to get at. Because we're hitting that hour mark right now. Because at the first hour, I always jump in and say this stuff, because within the link tree, we do have things with like Hulu and HelloFresh, that being like a 30-day free trial with Hulu. If you hit our link tree in the bio, and you hit that, you get 30-day free trial of that. You can go watch all your shows, but also 10 free meals with HelloFresh. If you're not familiar with HelloFresh, it's a meal prepping type of service. They send you a plan catered to whatever eating style that you have, vegetarian, all that. But it's all prepped out. It's all portion controlled. Because I know I'm somebody, particularly, I hate shopping completely. I absolutely do. Because I never know what the hell I want to eat. That's my biggest issue. I never know what I want to eat. So I never know what to make or anything. So HelloFresh is really good for me because I can just kind of pick, and they just send you random shit. You can go in there and you can change stuff and you can kind of pick and choose, but for the most part, I just kind of let it do whatever. And you can have them send you a meal for 1 a day or 7 days a week if you really don't like picking stuff to create. I usually do like 4 or 5 days and just have the weekend as like a fend for yourself kind of thing. But like I said, it's all portion controlled. It's all fresh produce, fresh ingredients. Papayons. I love doing it. And like I said, you can't eat without watching something. So get that, 30-day free trial as well on top of that. Also, if you go to, I usually have it up here on screen, but for some reason it's not one to work. If you go to wbeenergy.com and you find yourself some energy drinks or anything else like that you like, shaker, all that, you're looking to get into that kind of powdered energy drinks like those. Yeah, if you find yourself over there, one, they have a bunch of cool collaborations with animes, like Chainsaw Man's currently a new one that they have going out. Blue Exorcist. No, it's Solo Leveling is the one they have out now. They have shakers of them as well. But if you use code SNostalgia, capital S, capital N, Nostalgia, you get 10% off your entire cart. So I definitely recommend going and doing that. Get you some of that going on. Get you some your W on. But also for my other creative people out there, we in that link tree as well. Excuse me. In that link tree as well, we have a link to submit your music or your art, for us to showcase on the channel. Because at the beginning of the show, we like to usually play music or stuff like that. We have like a little pre-show. Pre-show was short this time around because it's just me. So I'm just, I was already ready. So screw it. But you can submit your music or your art over there for us to showcase it and give shout outs and everything. Just kind of help build the community. All this stuff that I've been talking about helps us help you kind of thing. It's an exchange. It's a service for goods. I'm losing the word. My brain is so
under so much pressure from the allergies that I can't think. Just being a good member of society, you know what I mean? Giving services for goods and, whatnot, give us money, we take it, and that's about it, so give us your money, and, we will haphazardly entertain you. We will mediocrely entertain you. So that's the exchange going on there. So, deal with it, I guess. No, but yeah, it does help out the channel, and we appreciate every little thing. Money, me money now. Yes, sir. It's my money and me now. But all that stuff helps out the channel, helps out a lot. But also just coming and hanging out, being a part of the chat, doing what you guys are doing right now helps out the channel. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your dog. Have your dog sit down and watch it. Show it to your goldfish. Whomever you got, your sea monkeys. Do you still sell sea monkeys? I just learned today that I've been watching a lot of Japanese stuff. I just learned in Japan, you can buy a little like tuna type can that has like a sea algae or some shit that you like a little ball of sea algae. I'm sure Pumbaa would like the stream. I'm sure he would actually. But yeah, like a little ball of sea algae that you can get in like a little can. You get like 2 of them, and you have to like roll them around every couple of days or so like that. They just grow. It's just algae, but it's alive. You know what I mean? Technically, so it is a pet. So yeah, pet in a can. Japan, man, I've been finding out that Japan is wild with their cans. Like in their jars, like a jar of like a spread or whatever. TikTok, if you guys are having issues, whoever's watching on TikTok, if you're having issues, let me know, because I keep looking over it, it looks like grainy quality and it keeps lagging, so let me know. But YouTube seems to be fine. I'll turn your channel on when I get home and get his opinion. Definitely do. We have playlist to go around. We have tier list playlist. We have the Walking Dead playlist. I just created a Dead Space and Simpsons Hit and Run playlist. So throw those on. Watch those playlists. But they have their jars of like a spread or whatever. The lids close by themselves. All you gotta do is just plop the lid on and it just self screws it in. It's pretty wild. And then I found out that what was it? They have a thing of pudding, right? That like it's like a weird Jello type pudding or something. You flip it over and it doesn't come out. You know what I mean? Just like anything else, kind of like a bundt cake. You flip it over, it can't come. But on the bottom of it, there's a little pull tab. You like flick it and it releases all the pressure underneath it and just falls out. One thing that really got me that Japan has is it's for a hot dog. It's like mustard and ketchup, which I don't like mustard. Mustard can go die in a hole somewhere. But it's like a two packet. Like on one side it has ketchup and one side it has mustard. And you literally just crack it. Like you just grab it, crack it, and then squeeze it, and the two sides will press against each other and just squish it. They even have packets for, it was like chocolate and icing, chocolate and peanut butter, chocolate and other stuff, honey and butter and other stuff. Like it just all sorts of different combinations that are crazy too. Just in this one little squeezable little packet. Man, Japan, you guys are onto something. And then Pumbaa likes watching anything boy related. His favorite channel used to be HGTV, so I'm sure he'll like guys playing video games, right up his alley. Exactly. Mustard is superior. Superiorly trash is what mustard is. Mustard is disgusting. That's a terrible one. That's a terrible one. Actually, I think James and I talked about doing like a condiment tier list at one point. I think that would be fun. Like to like and not just like not just like what we've done before, like where it's just a tier list, but like genuinely get the condiments and try them kind of thing, like an IRL type video. Like actually put some production and stuff like that into it, create something. But yeah, and also like I'm sure everybody knows that's a little familiar with Japan is that they have like vending machines all throughout, their city, their towns or whatever. Vending machines are just a thing because like the series that I'm watching, it was like on Facebook or whatever. It's like, oh, would this work in your town? It's like absolutely none of this would work, especially the vending machines. They'd be robbed in a not where I live, but just in the United States in general. They'd be robbed in 2 seconds because Americans don't know how to control themselves. But the vending machines there, and during like earthquakes or whatever, there's a certain mechanism in it that would actually kick in and supply free of like products or whatever that's in there. Like in the case of like emergencies, and also some of them actually have like emergency kits and stuff like that for whenever there's like earthquakes or some sort of natural disaster and everything. And I think a lot of the comments were saying like, nope, like people would go over there and just like shake the shit out of it just to get free stuff, or use a jackhammer next to it to create it, make it think that, or just even if it didn't do that, vending machines in general, like I said earlier, would just get robbed immediately. And that's why they don't have them just as a normal everyday luxury like they do in Japan, because we can't be trusted. But you like black licorice, insane. Yeah, black licorice is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Amazing flavor. Has a little bit of spice to it too. Awesome stuff. Love black licorice. But there's something else that they have. I mean, just in general, man, Japan is crazy. Japan has so much wild stuff. There's so much further ahead of us. It is insane. Like it's wild to know like that the slip and slide rates over there are so high, because it's like you are living in the future. But I mean, I get it from a cultural standpoint and everything. This the amount of pressure that's put on the native Japanian, the native Japanese. I don't know. I know it's Japanese, but I figured I'd be funny about it. But no, it is definitely one of the places I would love to like visit or live. You know what I mean? But learning Japanese is tough. I tried for like a month, and all I remember is how to say like the different forms of like good morning, and hello, my name is, and the different forms of like thank you, and it's just like how English, I mean, how you can say thank you or thank you very much or oh my god thank you, you know what I mean? It's the same thing, because it's arigato gozaimasu or domo arigato gozaimasu. Or just different forms of thank you. But there's like different levels of that. If it's like, oh, like thank you or thank you so much, or this is amazing, thank you. And it's just different forms of that, saying it in different ways, which is the same way. Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Spanish does the same thing. I don't know. I haven't learned Spanish in a long time. Last time I spoke any Spanish was in high school, and that I learned was over 10 years ago. And that was graduating high school. So, but actually being in the grade in which I was learning that, I think I first took Spanish, and I only took 1 year of that in, what grade was I in? 8th grade? So, long time ago. Very long time ago. Now I need to do the math of that. Because I graduated in 20... Now I forget what year I graduated. 2015? 2016? I think it was 2015. So, yeah, like 10 years ago. So then a couple years prior to that is, yeah. So a long time is what I'm gonna buckle that down to. Is a long time ago. Is when I was the last time I sat and learned the Spanish. So I'm sure there's other ways of that. And I like when it comes down to Spanish, it's like I remember enough to understand a little bit, like whenever people are speaking it around me or speaking it to me, but not enough to where I can actually definitely not enough to have a conversation, like speak it back to you. Hell no. I don't know what I'm talking about. I remember, the basic stuff that every person remembers. My name. I attempt to speak Spanish at my job, and it's not good. I understand them, but not speak it back. Yeah, it's pretty much where I'm at. It's how I would work with when I was, working for AT&T. How I would deal with like a lot of the Spanish-speaking customers and everything. But also, Google Translate is a godsend, especially whenever you have a Google phone. Works a lot better that way. But yeah, no, I need to go back and learn some kind of language. I was trying to learn French for a hot minute there, and I still am. I still have Duolingo on my phone. I just haven't sat and brought it up. But for some reason, when someone speaks Spanish, they ask me to come help. Well, you just kind of got that look, I guess. But yeah, being like bilingual would help out a lot in really any position that you have. But you get paid more at jobs if you're bilingual. Exactly. Also, it's just kind of cool. You know what I mean? Be able to understand what's going on. Be able to talk some shit. But yeah, there was something else that I wanted to jump onto content-wise before I start wrapping everything up. I'll probably wrap it up about in the next 15 minutes or so. Like I said, with this just being me, this is kind of more me jumping on here, talking to you guys, and then giving some updates about the channel. Like I said, normal content is still coming with like what we have. I will preemptively say we're trying to get everything figured out with everything, because we're currently stuff is wild. So like what Andy said in the beginning of the channel, the live be lifing, and life's pretty hard sometimes, and it is right now for just to be honest. So that being said, there might be a moment where content may not come out, or there's going to be a moment where that content is once again just me. James and I are now back in the separate areas. Life be lifing, like I said. So we're just trying to navigate through that, and there's just a lot to also like navigate through. So we appreciate everybody bearing with us and still supporting everything, because like I said, the channel is still popping off. One of the greatest and best ways to support the channel, if you want to support the channel, is just by subscribing and sharing it, liking the videos and everything like that. All that genuinely does. I know you guys hear that from every YouTuber that you watch, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing it. But for us content creators to be able to keep creating content to bring to you guys and to entertain you guys is by having that stuff go on, by the likes, the subscribing, the sharing it around. If you can share that goofy ass meme, you can share a video. No. But also just coming and hanging out, chatting, works, and it does great. Hitting all those links in the link tree also do help. Like I said, you get 30-day free trial of Hulu. A lot of good stuff on Hulu right now. Also, like I said, the 10 free meals of HelloFresh. I genuinely, outside of like that helping the channel out and everything, HelloFresh is super worth it. And especially if you've been on the fence about it, here you go, 10 free meals right there. So if you are on the fence, snatch that up and use it just to kind of get a feel of it, because like I promise you won't regret it. It's one of those things of like, let's say you go like the full like 10 yards with it, full 9 yards of it, like you may or may not still be spending the same amount of money that you would be. Huluween, I believe, is up year round. Huluween. What the hell is Huluween? But it's one of those things that, like, I think if you said it right, you're going to spend rather the same amount or maybe a little bit less on HelloFresh than what you would be like getting your groceries and stuff like that. And what helps with it is that you don't have to go out and about to get it. Obviously, you got to get like if you want certain small bullshit or whatever, that's up on to you guys. There are Halloween section on Hulu for the spooky people. Oh, okay, yeah. No, Hulu is pretty big about that, especially them and HBO Max. Dude, my nostrils gonna tear them, rip them apart. Like, I just want to shove like an air compressor in my nose and just blow it all out. And it's like anytime I try to like blow like really hard, with like that being my allergies, anytime I try to like blow really hard, I get like that kind of lightheaded feeling. You know what I mean? But yeah, with that, with the HelloFresh, like I said, you're gonna be spending about the same amount or even less with spending and like getting your groceries and everything, and it's so worth it because also it's like fresh produce and fresh ingredients, and it's portion controlled, so it's all super good. So I highly recommend that. The 30-day free trial with Hulu, I mean, that's just a given. You know what I mean? If you're somebody that doesn't have Hulu or just been on the fence of trying it, or there's a show that you want to watch that's on Hulu and you just want to watch that show, whole free month right there. All that is in the link tree in the bio of YouTube and TikTok if you're watching it on TikTok. Also, like I said, for those creative people, I definitely, if you're wanting a quick way of helping to get your stuff out there, like I said, we're all about building a community over here. So submit your music and your art and everything so we can start shouting people out, sharing it. It supports the channel. We support you with all of this, with the Hulu and the HelloFresh. It supports us, and we're supporting you at the same time. And that's why we push it so much. But yeah, no, that's what's going on with the channel going forward. I just kind of wanted to get on here since I didn't have James with me to kind of give you guys a heads up and to, keep everybody in the loop, I guess, because this channel means a lot, obviously, to me. It means a lot to James. And so we just like to be transparent about it all, and we like to continue to make sure we continue to get your guys' support and, all that mumbo jumbo. Man, my brain, there's so much pressure right here. And I think that's like the worst thing about allergies is just the amount of pressure, going on in just this area alone. Like I feel like my eyes could pop out of my skull at any second. But with that, with how my health is slowly declining as I'm continuing to do this show. We appreciate your guys' support. We could appreciate the continued support, and where these the amount of views and subscribers and everything's been going up. The channel is still growing well, and we have you guys to thank for that. Thank you all that's been watching the shows, commenting, coming here and hanging out in the chat. Even some of the people lurking, you know who you are, who's lurking. I'll probably end up texting the people that are lurking, that I know that are lurking in the chat right now on TikTok specifically. But just still keep an eye out for Friday. We have a good spooky new video coming out on Friday that I know a couple of you in chat are going to be excited to watch and to give your guys' opinion about it. because I know it's something that a lot of people that are in the chat right now have very big opinions about, and our takes on it, and I'll say James's takes on some of the stuff, because we all know that James is very opinionated on certain things. And also, I'm a stubborn asshole that does not like to give up on my end of stuff. I like to stick my grounds, and not really big. I have big opinions on spooky shit. Well, Friday's video is going to be the one for you. So tomorrow, expect Dead Space. So you're still getting spooky stuff, but then the video after that on Friday, that's the one I highly recommend to go watch if you are into the spooky stuff. Highly recommend it. So be excited for that one. But I think this is where I'm going to end it. We're about up to like that hour and a half mark. My nose feels like it's going to explode. So does my mic. I need to dial this thing in. This thing needs more power than the other mics that I use. So I'm going to have to dial this microphone in a little bit more and learn how to speak a little bit quieter. Get some rest right now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out, being a part of it. We, like I said, appreciate the continued support, and we will see you tomorrow whenever you watch tomorrow's video. But bye for now. Where's the thing? There's a stream ending thing. You need a long nap. Yeah, we'll see if that happens. I don't like taking naps. But later on, people.